into Kings territory. Puck goes off a stick. Michael Backlund is there. To Camilleri, and Quick has to make the stop.
Great play by Michael Backlund. I think caught Camilleri a little off guard here because it was so quick. And they changed positions right here, and then he goes into a shooting lane right there, and it came right onto the stick of Camilleri. Let it go in a hurry. You could see him just looking around. All of a sudden, wait a minute, it just came out. So there's that chemistry that you have to be building on when you're getting these new players together, especially Michael Backlund, who's gotten his game back on track.
Garnered a lot of praise for his play in San Jose on Tuesday, just the overall game, both ends. A score! Dustin Brown jumps on a turnover, and the LA Kings have an early 1-0 lead.
Well, and these are the mistakes you can't have happen in games like this. Coming up the ice, they lose control of the puck. A lot of players back, but nobody's able to get that stick on Brown. Right there, they lose control of it, and Brown is the first guy to get to it. He's in the wheelhouse too. He's right in a great scoring position, stick in the center of the ice, and it's just a quick bang-bang type of play off a giveaway, basically, of the LA Kings. They've got a little scrap coming right off the top here.
Jackman and Clifford. Tim Jackman's 11th fight of the season as Kyle Clifford takes one off the side of the head as they're both loading up with rights.
All right, both trying to switch hands, and that reach is so hard for both of them. Lots of pulling and tugging, and that really takes a lot out of the opposing team when you're trying to hang on. A little bit of a neck burn coming from the jersey also. Right there, that pulling and tugging.
Jackman trying to soften up. Now some lefts from Clifford, rights from Clifford. There comes the lefts. Linesmen now get involved, and this one will end. So the Flames trying to draw perhaps a little bit of emotion from Tim Jackman, as they have on many occasions this season in the corner, but can't get it away from Camilleri. Again, checked on the play. Jokinen comes over and blocks it, gets it back to the point. Brody trying to get it in the corner, does. Camilleri. Back to the point. This is Brody. Behind the net is Jokinen. Broken stick. Lewis gives his to Willie Mitchell. The Flames see if they can take advantage of Lewis not having his stick. Gimlin draws back to the point. Now sneaks low, has it, settles it down. Working on the stickless Lewis. Ole Jokinen. Cross ice. Iginla tees it up, scores! Jerome Iginla, power play marker. We're tied at 1.
Boy, there's advantage of working the player without the stick, and it was a Willie Mitchell slash on Jerome Iginla that Iginla was looking for an extra penalty there, but they took advantage of it, and they took advantage of the player without the stick. And right here, this soft pass, right coming through here now as you look at Lewis, doesn't have a stick to knock it down, and Jerome Iginla waits and waits, very patient, and then tees it up and goes short side to beat Quick. There you see, Lewis has a stick there. You can't make a pass like that. And the captain gets number 502 and a tied game.
The Flames, who last year had 9 wins in the shootout. That was 4th best in the National Hockey League. They went to the shootout 16 times last year. Have won just once this year. That was in Columbus. So the shooters, Ole Jokinen, Mike Camilleri, TJ Brody for the Flames. But up first, Justin Williams, followed by Jack Johnson and Mike Richards. But it's Williams first. One-on-one with Kiprasov with some speed. Here comes Williams. Shot, score!
Boy, when you're hot, you're hot. And Daryl Sutter goes right to the hot hand right here. And just quick movement and just the perfect shot. Just not high enough to get over the pad and low enough just to stay away from that block. You can see it about 1.5 feet off the ice.
3rd overall pick in 1997 by the LA Kings, Ole Jokinen, the first shooter for Calgary. In, on Quick, makes the move, scores! Ole Jokinen's first shootout goal of the season.
Well, a similar type of move we saw in San Jose the other night. Just one quick move and get it to the forehand, move to your left, and just get that reach advantage on the goaltender. Surprising to see if Miikka Kiprusoff doesn't get back to his old self from last year. Maybe a couple poke checks coming up here where he gets a little bit more aggressive.
Jack Johnson 0 for 2 so far this season in the shootout. It's his third attempt this year. One-on-one. Kiprusoff, they're going to call it.
That's a second attempt on that one. The save was made, the puck was lying there, and then he poked at it.
Jarome Iginla out right away, and the officials are going to go over and confer.
Right here, and again, here's that poke check. You know he's getting unhappy, getting scored on. Poke check, save is made, and then he hit the second time. Hit it with the second. It might have gone in if he hadn't have touched it because it was still moving.
Would it? Or was it going wide?
There's the shot. Yeah, it was probably going wide too, you're right, but he did touch it the second.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen.
So they call it off, the right call. It remains 1 goal apiece. Second shooter, Mike Camilleri, second round pick of the LA Kings in 2001.
I'm thinking shooting. I think he's that type of player. He's got to get that shot on net.
0 for 4 this season, Camilleri. Deeks shoots, scores! Mike Camilleri puts the Flames ahead.
Well, I think there was a little bit of everything in that one. Forehand, backhand, slow. But what he does, he really confuses, keeps that puck down. There's a double pump like he was going to shoot twice, and then at the last second makes that move similar to what Jokinen did. Go that forehand, get a little bit more reach.
Mike Richards, 1 for 3 this year in the shootout. That one coming Tuesday in Vancouver. One-on-one with Mika Kiprusoff. Richards into Calgary territory. Stopped by Kiprusoff. Flames win 2-1 in a shootout.
Huge save, toe save, and Richard had that shot in Vancouver the other night, was going top shelf. This time Mika Kiprusoff, very aggressive, comes out very quick to take down the angle, and then starts to mirror himself with the shooter right there. He's well outside the paint when he makes that save.
So the Flames give the LA Kings their first blemish when leading after 1. LA was 7-0. Calgary now gets 2 points out of this game. Maybe most amazingly, Charlie, they have scored just 3 goals in regulation in the last 4 games. Now they do have an overtime goal, but they have 5 points in that time span.
And I'll talk about big points too. And we were talking before the game. It was a year ago today where they won this game, the 48th game of the year, and went on a roll, 6-0-4, and they definitely can build off some momentum. A point in San Jose, 2 here in LA, and Edmonton on the weekend.